So no such shadow root exception. So this will happen whenever shadow root is not available. So this is also similar thing. Let's see an example for this. No such shadow root exception. Let's create a, first of all, let's copy this, copy, and I will be creating a new class again. No such shadow root exception demo. Select the main method, click on finish. So right now we are having the browser, and after that what I am going to do, driver dot find element by dot CSS selector I will take here, and let's inspect any of the elements. So here I am inspecting this element, and we are having this div and class and displays there. So in case I am using the CSS selector, what I have to do, div dot display if I use, it is going to give one element. This is highlighted. This is the CSS selector I need to use. So div.css selector and by.css selector, div.display is the CSS selector value. And on this element, I need to use get shadow root. So this is the way we have to find the shadow root, and this element is not having any shadow root. If you observe in this HTML structure, there is no shadow root, but I'm trying to retrieve the shadow root. What happens? It will be throwing this no such shadow root exception. So let's try to check it. Run as Java application. If you go back, it will be throwing this exception, no such shadow root. So sometimes what happens, maybe the shadow root is moved to different shadow host. This is the one shadow host, right? In the shadow DOM handling, we have discussed it like the shadow root will be available under a shadow host, which is the parent element. Maybe the parent element got changed with for the shadow root. At that time, what happens? This particular shadow root is not available under this shadow host, which is the parent element. At that time, you may be encountering this exception. So you have to update your strategy and code accordingly. Whenever the shadow host is updated, then you have to put a proper shadow host for finding the relevant shadow root.